So I'm going to try it on the Series X. If it doesn't work, I may have to transfer to the Xbox One X, where it is much more reliable at the moment. Right, let me make sure I got a picture. If I got a picture, it might be okay, but last time it did stop after 7 minutes, and then I had to do it again, so hopefully that won't happen. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. I said 3 o'clock. But I remember I had to go and pick up a prescription. I have a picture. Goodness me, first time. Now, I've got to keep my eye on that recording bar, because it may go out. So I may miss you. I may miss that, which is what I did last time. So welcome. After a quick rush over to the shop. I haven't even had a cup of tea yet, so we'll have to carry on. Right, I think it was on... it wasn't on Career, was it? Oh, this is my new one there, yeah. It's on Sandbox, I do believe. So, hello everybody, and let's hope that works okay on there. Seems to be going good. Right, so should be, if I'm correct. I'm just going to check what's in orbit, because I did a quick go yesterday, although I didn't stream that. And where I had one refueling on there, and that must have been on a different save then. Yeah, because I have already got something going around here, which you haven't seen, but I put this up. And it's a refueling ship, which can take the ore that's collected on a planet and use it to refuel. So that was something I put up in between. Not recently, but a little while ago. Right now, Ghost was asking. So if Ghost, if you're watching, if you're asking about how do we get rid of debris, well, how you do it is, this is classed as debris. So if you look up here, these are all different categories. This is debris, okay? So this is the probes, all the way along, space stations, base stations on planets, and all that kind of stuff. And that's the sort of ships. Okay, and you can also do flags, by the way. So you can click on flags and show all your flags. I usually have that off because it just narrows the options. Now this one I'm not going to get rid of, but it is classed as debris. That's because if I click on that and do fly, it's actually something I want to keep. But what you would normally do is click on that debris and then you press B to terminate it. And then that will eliminate it. So even if you do, you separate, you can instantly destroy that if you like from that tracking station. So I want to leave this here as kind of memento of doing this sort of Apollo 11 one. All right, so let's go back to tracking station. So that is how you get rid of rubbish in this game. You just go to the one that's marked as rubbish. I usually check just to make sure there's no astronaut on it, in case it gets it wrong. But it's 21 pieces there on that landing debris. That's because there's a lot of legs and lots of panels on it. But I'm going to keep that one because I want to keep that as a memento. So that is how you would get rid of it. You just hover over it, press B to terminate, and then you would say OK to terminate it. All right. Right, let's leave the tracking station and get on with this trip to Duna with Ghost57 and William Penny. Now, I've pre-built the ship, and Ghost is not very happy about it. He thinks it's a monstrosity. But I don't know if he was on about the octopus-looking thing where I threw loads of wheels and legs on it. It looked like an octopus, and then I stuck a load of solar panels on it, or whether he's referred actually to this particular ship that I'm going to fly. And he also seems very worried about the G-forces. Well, you don't have to worry about the G-forces, Ghost. It's not a problem. And I'm going to do this with impressions, although I haven't heard both of them speak, but I will do my best to kind of go by what they normally say in the chat. So hopefully I can get it somewhere near. I've got to try and think which one it is now. I think it's this one. Yeah, that looks like it, all right. Now, not only am I doing this, but I'm doing this mission today, but then another time I'm going to do yet another one which I've set up, which is kind of ridiculous. It's a space station main one. I do believe. So let me show you this, because this is set for the mission after that. I don't believe that's the one, is it? Oh yes, is the one, yeah. I think this is the one. No, it's not. Actually, that's not the one. So yeah, I suppose I shouldn't show you this really. I think it's that one there. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Now, I've put a ton of rockets on these as well. But that's a very good reason I'm doing that. It's because I want to make sure it gets there with tons of fuel to spare. And what I was going to do was just do one, just like sections, like most people do with Kerbal. They do say this section, and then they send up another section to dock with it, and then they send up another section to dock with that, until you end up with a complete one. But I thought, why don't we go for the whole thing in one go? So that's my mission after this one, is to send this thing, and I didn't even bother to put the the little thing around it like this that protects it from aerodynamic forces. And I still got it up into orbit. Anyway, let's get to the craft that we're going to do, so let's not waste time. So sorry I'm a little bit late. I just had to pick up some tablets, which I just remembered in time to do. Right, it is where are we? It's that one there. No, it's not that one there. It's this one. There you are, guys. Thought about slapping one of these boosters on either side, on the outer ones, and then I thought, well, we could do it a bit more than that, couldn't we? So I ended up putting a lot more on. Now, one thing I am going to do before we start is I'm going to add extra ones on here, because when I did my space station one yesterday, it didn't quite thrust away from there, and it hit on the way down as it detached and knocked an engine off. So I don't want that to happen. So we're going to go to two-side volume thing, and we're just going to copy that. It should go in the same spot, but I'm going to put 2 on here because I want to make sure that this guy does, and then we can do this one. They should retain their side. I'm going to give this an extra one on both sides just to make sure, and then I got to double check that they are going in the right slots. Is that level? Just check it's level. I'll try and get them so they're fairly level. So you can just copy them because I've already made sure these are auto strutted and everything like that. Okay, so that's that taken care of, and then we just need some here. So a little bit of this is just to be on the safe side, because a little bit of trouble with that one yesterday. Although this isn't the space station one, I still may have a problem with it. Where's the other one? Yeah, that's right, it's 2 in the middle. Okay, so that should now cover, so they've all got 2, and these have got 3, but we should be into orbit by then. So anyway, here we are, and of course we've got to check first of all that we got the right people in there. So that's our little landing craft there. I put parachutes on, but I may put a couple more. This is so tall that I got a job to see the top. Just want to see how many parachutes on, because I want to make sure I got a lot of these on, so that I slow down quite well. I think I might put that as 6-way instead of 4, because I want to make sure we don't have to use our engines too much. So I'm going to change this to 6-way like that. There we go. So that'll give us 6 instead of 4. So I want to make sure we don't have to use much in the way of slowing us down. Now hopefully all these things went in the right place. It should all be auto strutted. Some people don't use the auto strut at all, they just strut the thing up, but it means you'd have to put them across here, you'd have to put them across the bottom, you'd have to put them the other side as well, you'd have to strut all these in, you'd have to strut those to those, you'd have to strut these to these, you'd have to strut a lot of stuff, and maybe even strut this to that, from there to say down to there. But if you auto strut it by going to the advanced tweakables, you don't need to do that, because that will hold it solid without using those. Right, I think we're all set, so just double check we've got everything right. So yeah, these are all the main engines that are fire. A couple of them are on their own for some unknown reason. And then you've got these two on the outside, and another two there, another two there. There should be 6 of these. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 of those. Don't worry, the G-forces will be fine, guys. You've nothing to worry about, mate. So we should have plenty of fuel to get to Duna with spare. That's what I'm hoping. And then we can, you know, re-equip our ship in case we haven't got enough fuel to get back. Now let's check I've got everything. I've got that. Let me just check what these are, our action groups, because I've got to check which ones I've got. Now action group there, they are those two. Is number 1. Number 2, I think I got 1 and 5, I think, or 6. Yeah, 6 is, what's that one? I think it's for these. Yeah, these two. So 1 is for the ship ones, and 6 is for the bit that hopefully we're going to leave in orbit. Alright, and then we just got to put our astronauts in, of course, which probably they've all moved. Yes, they'd move every time. So we don't want that one. We don't want that one. I mean, much as you'd love to have Buzz Aldrin with you, we're not. We're going to throw a couple of tourists in there. There's Ghost57. Oh, God, here we go. Hail and well met, RayRay Awesome. Hail and well met, Ghost. How are you? I hope you're looking forward to the journey. Not really, not with that idiot. So he's not going to pilot it. Well, I could change him into a tourist, but I can't really because he's already been created. So we're going to go for somebody with a bit more experience. Now, it was quite a long time ago we did a last flight. In fact, I don't think he's around now. But we're going to have him as our pilot. We'll put him... No, I want to put him at the top. Can I move it? Oh, I'd have to do it with this then to actually position them in the correct place. So, I've also created myself, by the way. You know. So we can drag them into here. I think we'll put Ghost last. We'll put William on the bottom because he's the youngest, and then we'll put Neil on the top. I think we need Neil to be that number 1 guy here, and Ghost can separate the two, the inexperience from the very experienced, and the Taurus can be in the middle, keeping the peace. Isn't that right, Ghost? Oh God, have I really got to do that? You must be joking. Well, I'm not confident about this mission. It's bound to fail, isn't it? What with RayRay Awesome key? I disagree. Now I've got to check that we have the launch position set. Well, hang on. Let's go to launch. It's not dither about. So if you're watching, Ghost. Which would be a surprise because I didn't think you watched Twitch, but I am getting back to form, so I am kind of cheering up a bit now. So I'm hopefully going to do a live stream soon. So right, I usually like to look at it from the side, mainly because when I tip to the right, I can see it tip to the right. Whereas if you're this way, you know, like that way, but I'll do a kind of angle, and then I'm gonna aim at that so that we can see the whole thing. I still can't see the whole thing. Yeah, we can't see the whole thing. Now, there they are, all happy. Hi, O'Neill. Hello. I did enjoy going to the moon. It's a little bit up to date, and I've never been to Duna. Oh, don't worry, Neil. I'm sure you can handle it. You got us out of that landing on the moon. You know, you were about to go into a crater. That's where the landing point. But you managed to maneuver beyond that, and you actually landed that craft with just 30 seconds of fuel spare. That's how awesome Neil Armstrong is. And of course, Ghost57. Hello, well met. What's going on? And William, of course. Oh, great! I can't wait. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, great! Oh, can I run around outside? Oh, William, calm down. Oh, shut up, man. William, shut up. You tell him, Ghost. You tell him. Well, I ain't got no confidence in this whatsoever. Right, we're going to be fine, Ghost. Don't worry about it. I don't know why you worry so much. You know, we're in good hands here. Oh, I can't even see the stage thing. So that's kind of pointless doing that, isn't it? And then when you do, you get this come up, so you've got to press back. And then you've got to see the green bit up in there. You've got to get rid of that. Right, this should be a smooth ride. I've had a quick test, and it should be, I shouldn't need full power on these other engines. So are we ready? Now, I just got to check the alignment outside. Alignment of Duna, because if you want to go to Duna, you've got to get the alignment right, otherwise it will take a lot longer than you think. So, if we zoom out and we line up the Earth with Duna, like that, okay, we should be at a 45-degree angle, roughly. So, if you know, there's your 90 degrees, if we zoom in, 90 degrees, it should be kind of near enough. So, we're round about right, okay, so it's not a problem. Now, usually when I go back to the ship now, they sometimes dump out the astronauts and end up with different ones. So I hope that won't happen. So let me go to here, and then I should just be able to check. Yeah, I see they get replaced. Now, why does it do that? I've never understood, to be honest. It's an absolute bafflement to me. Right, let's go back. Let's have RayRay Awesome driving it. You must be joking. What happened to the other two? Hey, I can never work this out. You know, I can never work this out ever. So I don't quite know where. So it must be a bug. So what I'll have to do. Oh, that's great, isn't it? All right, let's recover that. That's weird, isn't it? No, we won't do that then. Right, let's go back here. Yeah, it does this. See, it says there. I can't, but I'm not going to take the risk of launch it, and then it's got 3 different astronauts in. So I've got to check. Now this is a known bug. Right, it's in there. Good. So if we do launch now, we should be fine. And let's hope we don't get a break in transmission, because that's likely with the going around the back. Sorry if I waffled on, but I gotta make sure everything's right before we lift off, because this is a one-time thing, and I've only rehearsed just getting out of the atmosphere. So, but I'm sure it'll go right. You don't need to worry, Ghost. Everything's fine. William seems highly confident, although maybe not. No, he's maybe not confident. Actually, I'm gonna do that a bit lower. It's a little bit too high now. Right, so we'll get rid of that arrow. We'll get the thrust round about there. We hit the blast off button, and we shouldn't have any problems. I hope everything goes right. Let me just double check these. It'll be fine. I mean, it could go wrong. We'll have to revert it and alter it. Ready? Go. So we lift off, and we don't need much of the main fuel to get up in the air. There we go. We're going up nicely there. Looking confident, are we? Neil's looking confident. William is really excited there. Ghost is not quite sure. Aren't you? Oh, God. How many G's are we doing? God, but it's about 10. No, actually, it's not, Ghost. It's actually only 1.5 G. See, there's 15. There's 10. There's 5. 1.5 G. So a lovely smooth ride for you. Thank God for that. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? Shut up, William. Neil, you make sure everything goes smoothly. I will, don't worry. He's a very soft-spoken man, actually. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Well, I think he is. Right, RayRay at the controls, and Neil driving it. I mean, how can we possibly go wrong? Right, I'm going to start turning to the right. I've left that a little bit too late there. Trying. Right, are we above the atmosphere yet? Maybe going a bit fast actually, but so let's get cracking. Let's wind this baby over. Let's hope we don't tip. It's alright, it's in good hands. We've got to get to 15 by the time we get to 90 degrees. Do you know, I notice a lot of people when they play this game, they do this 45 degrees thing, but they do it way too early, and they end up with a lot of resistance going through the atmosphere. And I've never worked out why they all do that, because it's a very inefficient way to do it. Right, here we go. I hope it doesn't collide. There we go, see. It didn't collide this time. So that's beautifully done. Right, now we got to check our orbit now. And make sure that we are... that number is going up. Oh, it's going down. Oh, that's because I haven't got full power. Try going full power. Neil, you forgot to put the other engines on. No, I didn't. I was just testing you, seeing if you were awake. Oh God, it's all doomed to failure already, says Ghost. Oh, I'm having a great time, says Will. When are we crashing? Shut up, Will. We're not going to crash. Right, let's start winding this out now. Oh, it's spinning. Do you know, I never had this spinning before. It's alright, it was fine. We won't make you too dizzy, Ghost. Really? Right, we'll whip this out to 90 degrees and then we'll stop round about here. Don't get too far up. Right, let's see. Let's get this thing. Now we should 2 minutes, whatever. We should have plenty of time, but you don't want to diddle about too long. And hopefully we've got enough fuel. I mean, it's pure guess, but I'm guessing that we've got more than enough. That's what I'm banking on anyway. And then I'm going to use a new technique, which I've never used before, so it's going to go spiffingly, I'm sure of it. Right. If you could move towards that blue circle would be nice. I may have to use the RCS. That will help us achieve that goal. Because it's 1 minute 14, so you've got to cut that in half, so that's 37 seconds. I did put a reaction wheel on to aid turning, but of course it's a very, very big heavy ship. But there's nothing to worry about, honestly. I'm not very confident at all, says Ghost. I don't know if you sound anything like that, Ghost, and if you don't, I apologise. But I'm just making it up, really. But I'll try and throw in a few of your sayings, although I can't remember them all. So 37 seconds, we're almost there. Ready? Go. Now, of course, we are going to switch engines at some point, which may mess up the process. You know, because when we go down to just the single engine, there'll be less power, but we will be lighter. Now we're going to throw that one off like that. And when I did it before, we had quite a fair bit of fuel left in the lower canister there. Right, and is it around about the same time? It's looking as though it's not too bad. It may be slightly longer than we think, but as long as the orbit is near enough what we want, you know, I'll be quite happy about it. I'll just tag that. Watching some guy called Orbiter, and yeah, he's doing tutorials on how to get to, you know, Duna and all that kind of thing, but he kind of cuts out all the boring bits. But you know, I haven't got the software to do that, to cut bits out and join them together. I can't do that. They don't sell that around these parts. Yeah, it wobbles about a bit, so it might go a bit out of control as we stop. So it's probably advisable just to slow down. So I'm going to slow down a bit, which will slow us down hitting this point. Alright, what are we on here? See, what we could actually stop now, to be honest, and save a bit of fuel, and then do it at this point where it'd be more efficient and may use less fuel. Alright, rather than do it now and making this one bigger and bigger, and while the other one tries in vain to catch up. Because we've got plenty of time. We'll just move up this to whatever that one is. Just wait till you flip. There you go. Right, again, it's going to take a little while to turn. Now, of course, you get this spinning thing that goes on, but what you do is you press that and you just let it go forward slightly. Stop. That stops the spinning process. It's quite a long one, but I will aid it with the RCS and hope I got enough of this, although I don't know if I can see that particular one. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, I can't tell which one it is, but if we hover over that, that should tell us. That's that tank. What's the one below it? Oh, there's monoprop there. Yeah, I'm blind. So we can do that and just keep an eye on that. It's taken a while to get there. It's only going to be a 1 second one, so it's going to be rather quick and to the point. But see, you don't have to worry about the G-force, Ghost. Thank God for that. I'm not enjoying it. I knew you wouldn't, Ghost. I knew you wouldn't. I'm loving it. It's great fun. I'm not surprised, William. You know, it's probably you've been bored to tears this last, well, I don't know, 9 months. It's just something to get out of the house, isn't it? And I thought, Ghost, I would get you away from all the the COVID stuff that's hanging about in the US. I thought it's a good way to get away from it for all three of us, really. Well, all four of us, if you include me. Oh, we've already gone over. Not to worry. It's not a problem. I could do it a bit quicker. I mean, that might help. I mean, it does move now. See, the little blue marker starts to move, and then it tries to catch up. So I'll wait till it catches up a little bit, and then we'll get a bit more accurate. But it's only a rough, it's only rough, Don't like it rough, says Neil. Right, there we go. Because this bit is not really the important bit, getting into orbit. As long as we get into orbit mainly, and then we're not wildly out. See, that's the way I work. We just make it up as we go along. See, that's pretty close, isn't it? 95, 94. That's not bad. Right, now comes the tricky bit. Because what we've got to do is we've got to zoom right out. Really, really far out. And then we've got to look at this orbit line here. See this orbit line here? And there's Duna. And one thing we ought to do, I suppose, is set this as our target. Alright? Right then. So what we do is we get this orbit line here, which is, that line there. It kind of disappears a bit. We get this orbit line, and then what we do, we take a 45-degree angle off of that. So if you take the center of that, we're going to go about 45 degrees. Alright? After lining up, doing at a 45-degree angle to start. Alright? And then we push out as far as we possibly can. Alright? And then we zoom out. And if the stars are with us, we should get an encounter. Over yonder there. Right, here it comes. Here comes the encounter. You see? It's all working nicely. Now, what we could do actually is wait till we get to this. Although that says we're on 0, so we're actually fine. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to move this slightly. Because we might be able to get it better if we just pull this along. Right, and then we'll do it from there. Ooh, so it's almost there, isn't it? So let's see, how can I make that better? Let's maybe... I could actually pull this that way, maybe, and then press it, and then bring that in, and then we may get it better. It's trying to just get an encounter, really. So you've got to sort of, fiddle around a bit like this. Just tweak it around until we can get an encounter. It's kind of flipping off at the last minute. So maybe that way. So this is the boring bit where, it takes several attempts to sort of just get this right. Right, it's getting further away there, so we've got to obviously come back the other way, like that way. Alright, and then we push this out. We just keep doing that until we get a nice encounter. So I think a bit more again. Oops, wrong one. Where are we going? That way. It may have been slightly out because of chatting. Right, looks like we're getting further out now, so let's go back this way. Yeah, it looks like this is the best way. So it takes a little while to get it right. I mean, I think it's like 47 degrees, so maybe just a fraction out. So yes, it's when I did like a practice to see if it would like get there. I had a really good 5,000. That's not far out. I had a really good one. Sort of automatically got a really good one straight away, so it's kind of not working quite so well here, because that's pretty close there. I mean, I could use this, but I don't really like using this, to be honest, because I want to keep this on 0, which is what it is, so we won't do that. And I don't really want to do the other one, the blue ones, because that adds a lot more time to it. But I might have to do that to get this right. Oh, it doesn't like it, does it? So Because we've got it set up pretty well, right? Let me see here. Actually, let me turn towards... No, well, this is not going quite to plan, is it? Do you get that feeling? It's not gone quite to plan. I don't know why, because that's lined up fairly well. May not be absolutely perfect. It may be we got to go around another orbit, which we can check, by the way. So let me do that. Let me bring this close as we can again, like we were going to do. Right, let's get as close as we can, and then alter this so we get it closer. And then let's do another orbit, because if we do one more orbit, it might get closer. Ah, here we go. And then it goes further away again. Oh, it's actually going too far now. Well, this kind of messed it up here, Ray. Neil, are you the... Let me just make sure I got this line correct. It's pretty much on the line. So there's our... It should be 40, around about 45 degrees. Maybe I didn't kind of do it enough. Just do it from back there. Sorry about this. It went so easily when I sort of practiced. Ghost is already losing confidence rapidly. Oh, wow. Oh, this looks better. Oh, yes, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. We've got an encounter. Excellent. So we're just not quite in the right place. So you got to fiddle around with it. What we try and do is we just try and get this a little bit better than what it is. So we just try and twiddle about with it, and we just try and improve on it. I may have to leave it at that, because 22 is not awful, because we could easily do a mid-course correction, which is what you would normally do for this. So that will do just there, because we can do a mid-course correction and set that right. Now we need what? 1 minute 24. That's not bad, actually. The hard bit is slowing down, isn't it, Neil? Yes, it's the slowing down part. You need a lot of thrust for that. There you are. See, God, you call this guy a pilot? I mean, what with RayRay doing the controls and Neil Armstrong directing everything, we got no chance. Well, you said Neil Armstrong only because it was either that or Will. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. It'll all come out in the wash, I guarantee it. See, we got the encounter. Just as you thought things had gone drastically wrong, I brought it back from the brink. See, and we're on 0, for goodness sake, which is great. Now we will have to do some adjustment, because you've always got to do that. Right, and if I can cut a bit out, I mean, I'll try, but I don't think I can do it on Twitch. I can only do it once it's on YouTube. And I kind of worked out what bit it keeps now, because I was never sure which it kept. Right, we're just going to just speed it up. So, in fact, we can just go to the next thingy now. Where are we? We can just go to the actual encounter now. So we can just say, so we need 30... What's that? 30... God, 30... 42. Say 43. Alright, so we can go to the next counter. So we need, that's less than a minute, and this stops a minute before. What I'm hoping is we've got enough fuel to get there and slow down, because slowing down is the hard part. But I'm going to try a new technique on that. Which could go horribly wrong, of course. So what did I say? 30, 40... I forgot now. We're around about there anyway. Isn't that right, Neil? Yes, of course. It's always... We know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I always know what I'm doing. And if there's any last minute hitches, I'll correct it if we were going to hit a boulder. Of course you will, Neil. You always do. Jesus, really? You got no chance of taking this thing onto Duna without us all getting killed. Oh, come on, Ghost, be a bit more positive. Why? There's William there. He's reserve pilot. You call him a pilot. Oh, come on, Ghost, don't be so cruel. I'll start spamming you. Oh, don't do that. Otherwise I will switch off and unsubscribe. Oh, Ghost, don't do that. Don't do that. Although I'm not saying you can't, you know. I'm begging on my hands and knees. No, you do what you want, Ghost. You watch until you lose interest. So if anybody doesn't know who Ghost57 is, and William Penny, they're a couple of my, you know, well, especially Ghost. Ghost, he's stuck by me through thick and thin, and I really appreciate it. But it doesn't mean to say he has to stay with me. I mean, he can do what he wants, as far as I'm concerned. He can do what he wants. Now, it kind of spins again, so you've got to do this bit again. Stop it from spinning. And then we'll get it to come back with the RCS, because we've got to do this quickish. I said we got to do this quickish. So we'll let that kind of catch up. I know it doesn't use up too monoprop, although we've got quite a lot of monoprop. So we should be alright. And then we can watch this orbit going in, and, you know, eventually it'll sort of catch up. But it hasn't caught up yet. See, you should do two of them here, and we want one to match up with the other. So we just got to tweak it up that last bit, but of course we've gone way over now. But there's not a problem. It's not a problem. So we're near enough there now, so we can just bleed this bit off. And then we'll just make some little adjustments. That'll do. Alright, now it probably won't have the encounter now, or it'll be very, very close. Yeah, I see it's very, very close. Look, see, I told you it'd be very, very close. So what we can do is we can just tweak that. By going to, say, prograde. Let's go to prograde, why not? I mean, this is better than nothing, isn't it? Let's go to prograde, just for fun. Yeah, for some reason it's kind of just seems to be spinning randomly for some reason. Which is, you know, this happens. You've got to sort of stop it doing that by doing that again. And then tell it to kind of go back again. So it's a little bit of a slow process, but I'm sure everything will go fine. It's going fine, isn't it? No? You don't think it's going fine? I think it's going well. I think it's going really well. In fact, we could do it actually on the target, so we're pointing actually at it. Oh, that's probably a stupid idea, isn't it? Let's see what difference this makes. Yeah, it's getting lower, look. So let's just keep doing that. Ooh. That's a good one. Now that is a very, very, that is in the orbit perimeter that we're looking for. So that is beautiful. Although I haven't actually done its thing yet. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, what we do now is we go to here. Although this isn't important because really we can do a mid-course correction. So we're not really too worried about this here. So we'll reduce it a bit. Just get it nice and low. We kind of went the opposite way there. So we just kind of just negated that. But it doesn't matter because what we'll do now is, in fact we won't even bother with that. We're going to do a mid-course correction because this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do mid-course correction, but it uses very, very little fuel. Alright? So it's better to do it as a mid-course correction than it is to do it from here, because trying to manipulate it from here, but a teeny weeny bit of thrust is really difficult. So we're going to warp there, speed up time. How long have we done? 38 minutes and it's still going. That's remarkable. And we're on Series X, so we're getting the best possible performance. So no lags, no nothing. And just whip that right up there. That's it. Oh, that's it. Whip it in there. Go on there. God, this is fun, isn't it? When's the action starting? It'll be starting soon, William. You know, when are we jumping about on the Duna? Well, you won't be jumping about, but yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry about it. Is somebody going to shut him up or not? I don't know, Ghost. Just put your hand over his mouth if it gets too out of control. Oh, well, don't worry. Right, now we can zoom out. Zoom out a bit. We can see our orbit line now. Right, there we are. There's our orbit line. Alright, now what we can do is we can go to this point here. Alright, that'd be a good mid-course correction area. Although I kind of like to go in the middle. But this is a good mid-course correction area, and I'll tell you why. No, I won't. In fact, I won't tell you why. So what we can do is do the same again. We can go here, although we'll press back first so that we don't interfere with that. We'll press on that again, right? And we'll do focus the view, right? And that lets us zoom in, and we can see this precisely. Because what I want is, I want it to come in from here and go that way, but on this side of the planet. All right. What is that? Oh, it's Ike. Ike, named after a famous president, of course. Now, where is the maneuver node? There it is. I knew where it was. Really. Right, and then this comes the difficult bit, because this is where we got to do things really precisely. And you know, I've only got to touch this. I've only got to breathe on the joystick, and it will move a huge amount. So we're going to bring this up so that we're kind of right on the equator of it. All right, like so, like that. Okay. So we've got to cut. If we look along the yellow thing, all right, that's our orbit line. So we want to bring it up to that. All right, and then once we've done that, then we're going to do the other way. All right, so we can have a look at this, and then we do very right, not that way. Oh yeah, see what I mean? See, I barely moved it then, and it moved a shockingly, annoying amount there. So it's trying to get this nice and slow, so that it becomes controllable. Right, it's going to do an encounter with Ike, but we're not worried about that. It'll go past. Right, and then we're going to zoom in, and we'll try and do this as slow as possible, because it'll probably shoot off the screen. Yeah, see what I mean? I barely touched it then. 108. Now I want to go around about 40, which is in the atmosphere slightly. Oh, see, I'm trying not to breathe, because just a small breath could make this fly all over the place. Now, as you can see, it's really hard to do this. You see what I mean? It's the slightest touch and it just shoots off. Where'd it go? No, I've lost it. There it is. But yeah, with a mouse, this would have been a lot easier. Oh, I've lost it completely now. You know what I mean? It's really tricky stuff. Ah, there it is there. Right. There's the encounter there. Right, we've got to try and get it. What I might do is do another mid-course correction, because this is going to be really tough to get this in the precise spot. Oh, it's the bit I hate, and I'll be glad when the update comes along, because that will make this so much easier. See what I mean? See how much that moves. So I might suggest to go for near enough here and do another correction. Yeah, I don't think I can move that enough. So I think we'll go with that. Oh, I just moved it again. What am I? See what I mean? It's ridiculous, isn't it? So let's get off of that. Let's go for that, and then we'll do another mid-course correction. Because as you can see, burn time only 6.6 of a second. So we'll probably overdo this. So we've just got to wait for it now to move over there. It could take, you know, we've got 133 days. So so I think it can move over there within 130 odd days. All right, and then what we can do is we can go back to the ship just by pressing the left button and pushing down on the joystick. But I won't do that yet. I'll let that line up first, and then we'll do a nice fast forward, and so that we don't get, you know, half an hour of boredom, which I know you love. And what brings you back time and time again is the complete boredom of the in-between bits. And that's the only problem with Kerbal. We do get these boring bits. But then again, all my videos are boring, so it's not like it's different than normal, is it? Say that again. What's that, Ghost? Nothing! Nothing! No, nothing. See, I don't know what he sounds like. You know, if you could let me know whether you have a deep voice, a medium voice, or a higher voice, please let me know. You know, I'll give you 3 examples. Is it going to be hail and well met? Or is it hail and well met? Or is it hail and well met? Is it? Which one of those? We'll call the lowest one A, the middle one B, and we'll call the higher one C. If you could just give me pop that down on a postcard and let me know. Right, now that we've done that, okay, what we can do now is go to that maneuver node. All right. So the maneuver node is way over yonder there. Way over yonder. All right. So what we can do is click on that, and it's going to take 0.6 of a second. So we can whip on that and fast forward 130 odd days, and it will stop about a minute before, which gives us loads of time because we only want 0.6 of a second. And you'll see Duna, which is like the equivalent of Mars. See, look, riding beside us, but we're going faster than it, and we should intercept it and get pulled in by the gravity of the planet. Like that, and there we are. Alright, we're okay. Now what I'm going to do now, the easiest thing to do here would be to actually reduce the thrust. But the trouble is, there's a lot of engines here to turn down, and the chance of me getting all of them down. So I'll tell you what, I'll just turn one off. In fact, what'll be a good idea, although I'll turn one off because that's easier to shut one off than it is to shut all 9. Alright, and then that will just improve it to 0.7. See, that gives us loads of time. So I'll do it on about 2 seconds. Because it's going to be really fast. Alright. And then we just do it nice and slow, and then we just try and judge it roughly so that it's about right. And then we'll just stop it. Let it catch up that blue one. That's probably about the best we're going to get, but we'll do another mid-course correction, so there's nothing to worry about. And then we'll focus on that, and we'll see what we got. But we never know, might have better what we had. It's a bit worse, but it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. We're not worried about that because we'll do another mid-course correction. Because normally we're just doing one correction, but it's really difficult to turn those engines, so I'll be glad when I dump that, because then things will be a lot easier. So, where are we? We are here, alright, there's our orbit line. So as you can see, obviously, we're a long way away there. We're going to meet up at this point over here, because, you know, we kind of fancy each other, and we thought we'd meet up round about there. Now, you don't want to be too close when you do this maneuver, because the further away you are, the easier it is. So we're going to go kind of halfway again, do another maneuver, and then we'll just tweak out this last bit. Alright, now it's going to be tricky, obviously, because there's a lot of thrust here. So we'll try and make this a little bit better, if we can. Alright, yeah, it's a little bit out, isn't it? But as I say, it's very fine details here. Although I haven't done it yet, have I? So there's no point in me pressing that, is there? Right, let's click on that, press on that, and then we'll try and tweak this in again. Ready? Again, it's going to be really... I would say it's going to be forward on the joystick. Hang on. Oh, it's on the wrong one. Hang on. That actually took it up, which I didn't want. So let's bring that back down to where it was. Good start, eh? Oh, now I'm doing that. Oh, Ray, don't mess it up. Oh, it keeps moving. Hang on, let me redo that. Let me redo that again. It won't redo it again, alright. Redo it again. It's all going well. You got complete confidence in my ability, haven't you, Ghost? Nope. We'll try that again. It's all going right. I told you, it's the curse of streaming live. It's you don't know what it's like, Ghost. It's stressful. Really, just a computer, man. In fact, it's a console. It's even worse. Right, and then we're going to bring this in beautifully. It's got to be on the yellow ones. All right, and then we're going to slowly bring this guy in like that. Slowly, he said. Slowly, slowly. It's tough stuff. It really is. And then what we'll do is we'll move this one. All right. So what? Oh, what did I do there? Yeah, sometimes this happens. I accidentally flick it, and all hell breaks loose. But you never know. Might get lucky this time. No. All right. Oh, that's closer. That's better. Right, and then we'll lift it up again. So we'll line up the two yellow things like this. We'll line up our plane of existence, alright, like that, and then that's where we're trying to get to. Ooh, itsy daisy. Alright, now that's affected the other one, but that's not a problem because we'll pull it back out again. There, just like that, you see? Because as you do one, it affects the other, obviously. Really. So it's just kind of trying to get this very fine. Ooh, that's pretty close. Now comes the tricky bit. Actually, that might not be too bad. Oh, that is good. Now that is great. That is near enough exactly where I want it. Well, when I say near enough exactly where I want it, I mean that's roughly pretty close. We got no chance of winning, getting into this. I don't even know what I'm saying. We got no chance of doing this. We really haven't. I'm leaving. Can I get out now? Ghost, you can't leave. You'll suffocate. I've got a spacesuit on. Well, yeah, you got a spacesuit on, but I mean, do you want to float around in an orbit that just, because what's going to happen is it's going to come in there, like, and it's going to shoot off there, and probably end up going around the sun. You don't really want that, do you? It'll be warmer. Well, yeah, I can see your point, Go. I see your point. So right, we've got 89 days, so I can wait for that blue thing. Wait a bit quicker, will you? Right now. Again, it's really, really fast. It's 0.1. So I think what I'll do, and we have still got a fair bit of fuel in it. So what I'm going to do is, it would be a Walker angle, wouldn't it? I'm going to turn every one of the engines off except this one, the middle one. Alright, because that'd be a bit more manageable. So we're going to activate this one, but we're going to shut off all the rest, because that will make things, and then I'll turn them all back on again when we try to deorbit. Or doorbit. Alright, I'm going to shut all these off. Now I could do it this way, but that's a better way of doing it. Although I might shut off the middle one by mistake. So let me just double check that. Right, okay. So we'll shut all these off. That'll make things much more manageable. And I can do a nice, very, very low amount of thrust. And we can, it just move nice and slowly so that we can get it beautifully perfect. Isn't that right, Neil? You have it right. Have I already turned the thrust limiter down? Oh, it looks like I already have. Well, that's a good job I did that then, wasn't it? That's brilliant. I pre-did that. What a... God. See, it goes... See what you're dealing with? Right, there's one still lit. Which is it? That one. I want to unlit that one. Alright, we should just have... No, not that one. No, not that one. No, Neil, which one? Centre one. What, this one? That's the one we want? Yes, that's the one we want. Right, we'll activate that one then. Alright, that should be the centre one. Alright, so we're nicely perfectly balanced, straight down the middle. Alright, so that gives us 0.2 of a second. But to make things even easier, we can thrust this right down to say there. Now we've got 4 seconds. That's plenty of time. Now that makes it much more manageable, doesn't it? In fact, we could go lower than that. I could go to 0.57 in fact. But let's go to 0.18. Oh, that's 24. That's a bit too much now. Yeah, let's go to 6 seconds. I think that'd be fine. What do you think? Think that's good? Oh, it's just great, isn't it? It's great fun. Yeah, alright, don't get too excited. Right. Oh, actually, that's not the one. So there's no point highlighting it. It's going to be the one that's sort of way over here somewhere. That one. That's the one we're going to tick, because we can watch that one come in. And is it? Yeah, it could go up a little bit higher, to be honest. Oh, I don't alter it now. You sure? I mean, I could alter it. No. I mean, I could just... Don't. I'm leaving. Well, yeah, but if it goes up a bit... No. I think we can just go up a shade. There you are. Yeah, I see, that's pretty good. Actually, that's... Oh! Now that is good. Now that is beautiful. Look at that. That's almost on the centre spot. So that is beautiful. So that's where we want to go. And if it goes nice and slow enough, we could precisely get to... I'm going to get aim for about 40, because that'll help the orbit closing, because the mass of the planet... Don't get into complicated stuff. Just do it. All right, Ghost. Okay, anything you say. He speaks it like it is, Will Ghost. He gets straight to the point. He don't want no fancying about. He just sticks with it. Now, what we do now, we go back here and we'll move to that manoeuvre now, because you don't want to wait 3/4 of a century, do you? So we're just going to go there, go up to the next manoeuvre. We've only got 0.6 of a second. So yeah, we can do this at full power, or what, that tiny bit of thrust, for just 3 seconds, which makes it so much more manageable. And we just watch that go down nice and slowly. And if we get around about 40, that'd be perfect. In fact, a little bit less than 40, it'd be even better, because that would slow us down even more. You're not worried, are you? I am. I'm really worried. I don't care, I'm eating my sandwiches. Yeah, you would do, William. Yeah, I'm reading my comic. What you got? None of your business. Well, I'm only asking what comic you're in. I don't care. Is it a Beano? Beano? What's that? Oh, it's an old comic. Ghost of no? Yeah, I know. I don't read comics. I'm not surprised at that, Ghost. It didn't surprise me, you know, I kind of thought that. Hope you're enjoying the impressions. I mean, they're nothing like how they should be. And look, we're just a tiny dot on the screen. Don't lose focus. 3 seconds, he said. Right, okay, 3 seconds. Right, ready? But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do this a little bit. I'm going to slow it down as we get close. Oh, actually, I was going to watch it come in, wasn't I? Oh. Oh. Yeah, it went on the thing. Oh, typical. Typical. Whoa. Neil, for God's sake, will you operate his joystick, for Christ's sake? Why, is there a problem? Used to be have a problem. Right, hang on. Oh, it actually is not as bad as we think. It's all right. It's not. We're not doing too bad actually. That's looking quite good. All right, it's gone a bit high, but then we're not on the little blue thing. I know we've gone over a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It can all be pulled down. Neil, take over, please. Okay. Right, I can pull this out. Don't worry. I'm just waiting for the blue thing to line up. Go away, Neil. And you see, because it's pointing towards that purple bit, it will kind of tweak that down a bit. Shut up, I'm concentrating. See, look. See how that's coming in, and it's easy to manage. Look at that, see? It keeps moving. Why is it not moving? That's kind of difficult to understand there. So I'm going to get it to tweak on that. I don't know why it's not doing that. But we don't really need this anymore. Are you really going to delete that? Yeah, I am. God, it really doesn't want to move, does it? Oh. I don't think I should have done that. Anybody given up yet? God, it's taken a long time to get there, isn't it? Why does it not want to go there? Didn't like that little bit of thrust, did it? Why don't we just give up now and go back? I'm getting off. Now, Ghost, just hang on a little bit longer. Don't throw yourself out yet. You don't want to fly past the sun, do you? Want to bet? Alright. Yeah, throw him out. I don't care. Will, come on, don't start him off. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I'm unsubscribing straight away. Don't worry about it, Ghost. Look, it's coming down beautifully now. Look at that, right on the horizon. Look at that. Horizon Zero Dawn. Look at that. See? See how I did that? Look at that. And then we just go to... Well, I don't know. Which should we do? What should we do, Neil? Retrograde or prograde? Whatever you like. I'll go retrograde, because that should bring it in. Although there's no guarantee that that's right. That's just a sheer guess. Now, don't put the RCS on because it kind of blows in all directions, you know, and kind of it doesn't need much thrust. We could have done this with just the RCS thrusters, but the thing is, when you're in map view, you can't do the RCS thrusters the way that you want. You can't do the prograde and shut up about all the science stuff. Just do it. Yes, Ghost. Now I don't know if you're like that in real life, Ghost, but I kind of get the feeling when you kind of blunt and straight to the point, and I like that. Really? Yeah, I do like it. Yeah, I do. All right, we'll believe you. Yeah, he is right. Shut up, William. I wonder if William will watch. Probably won't. I mean, why would he watch? See, look, it's pointing straight at. Look at that. See, the pink thing is actually we're heading toward Duna, so we're actually near enough on the point that we're heading for. So this can't go wrong, can it? Just let me concentrate. All right. See, we got a tiny bit of thrust, so we just tweak this down. All right, that's the wrong way then. So we go the other way. Neil, did you get that wrong? No, you put it on there. I asked you to go prograde. I didn't hear you because you're so quiet. Well, listen next time. Now, I could do it in a monoprop, but because this is going to take a long time to get there. Don't worry, we got a lot of time left to get there. Don't worry. Is people still watching? I mean, I think they are. We're doing this manually now, which with the thrust turned right down like that, this makes this thing so much easier. Now, when we get the patch, and I am hoping they do a patch or they do a Series X upgrade, we will get an additional thing on here. Now, it kind of shows it on, where is it? Don't mess around with the controls. Alright, okay, alright. Alright, I better not. Otherwise, Ghost will definitely leave and unsubscribe. I've already done it. Oh, you haven't, have you? I might. Don't tempt me. Alright, I won't tempt you. But if you want to, I mean, you can, And one of these days, I'm going to do a really accurate landing where you see me land right next to a ship that I've already landed. Now, I bet you'd love to see that one, wouldn't you? I don't know about Duna. Duna's a bit more difficult to do that because obviously the atmosphere is, and you need parachutes, so it's a lot more difficult on there. But something like the moon, I can do I've landed really, really close to the other ship, within like 100 meters. In fact, once I almost landed on top of it. Hard as that may be to believe. Right, now we can bring this in lovely and slowly. I'm looking for around about 14. I might go a bit slower than that. Can't go any slower than that, apparently. Ah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, I can't get in the way. The writing's in the way. I want to go for a 35. There you go. Right, now this will aid us. Now, it means we go through the atmosphere a teeny weeny bit, but that might give us enough drag to pull this orbit in. Alright, then what we do is we set an orbit from here. And it'll probably take about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But we got nuclear engines soon. Alright. Oh, let's get rid of the old one first. Hang on. Let's get rid of the old one. Is the old one gone? I said, is the old one gone? It appears to have gone. So I hope it's gone. I mean, if it's not gone, then it's still there. It looks like it's gone. I can't see one. Can you? Can you see one, William? I can. I'm not looking. Alright. Right. And then we just zoom in a bit like that. And then we just pick on that nice centre point there. There, it's beautifully in the middle. And then we just pull this in. And it'll probably be quite a significant amount of time. Now, obviously, the thrust is turned right down, so it's saying in 1 hour. But, of course, when we took it back up, it'd be, cool, 6 minutes? I don't know, somewhere around there. Now, I'm not going to go all the way down because the atmosphere starts at about 37. So I'm going to push this up. So it's around about 50. Maybe 55. I mean, who? Actually, what is this one on? Oh, that one's way over. Yeah. We won't do that. I'm going to do about... I'll do a bit more than that. I'll do about 55 because when we come back up again, we might dock. I want a little bit of leeway so I can go under that without going through the atmosphere. Alright? Okay, so it's saying it's a fair bit of time, 1 hour 48 minutes. You might think we ain't got enough fuel for that, but it's not a problem because we got all the tanks off. Alright? So if I do this one and then we put it right back up again to what it should be, like that. Now it comes down to 13 minutes, which is still a long time, isn't it? So let's turn all these back on. In fact, let's do it like this. Now, it always kind of, you've got to scroll down a bit, which is a bit annoying. Like that. And this will cut it down significantly. You know, almost. And we'll use that up, and then we got nuclear engines after that, which mean it'll be a lot less power, so we could overshoot. But that's a worst case scenario. I mean, that'll never happen. So really, we shouldn't be doing it with these things. We should be dumping these. But you know, I kind of want to save the fuel. Why not? I can do that if I want. Right now, are they all set at 100? No, they're not. So let's put them all on 100 now. Let's go crazy, eh? That'll really bring it down. Because if you've got any kind of... Whoa, that's not 100. See, if there's any kind of imbalance, you know, there's just one... You know, one of those numbers out. So if they're not... Say you got all on 100 and you got one on 99, then the thing starts spinning. So we want them all exactly on 100. Alright? Otherwise they'd be in imbalance. I had that happen the other day. Right, we should all be on 100 now. Alright? 100, 100, 100, 100, and then we won't wobble about and flick about all over the place. There we go. Alright? Now it's only 12 minutes. Now, I wonder what the power of all these... It's going to be a lot longer than that. So I'm kind of thinking now, should I dump this? And just use the nuclear engines? But then I may as well use that fuel. Because these things are a lot less powerful. Can't remember what they do, to be honest. I'll take a stab at it. But what I'll do, I'll probably do it earlier than 12 minutes. So if it says that'd be 6 minutes 5 seconds, let's do it on about 8 minutes. So we use up a lot of this fuel. Alright? Confident? I am. Right, there we go. Yeah, it's usually a long one, this one. But some people use it and bounce off of other planets and things. You know, do like use an assist from another planet. But, you know, that's boring, isn't it? Right, let's zoom. Alright, now let's like zoom right to that end maneuver now. We won't do 6 minutes or whatever. We'll zoom all the way here, speed it up. See, it takes a while to do all this. So I may have to cut bits out. I may have to cut boring bits out like this bit. I mean, although we're on the fastest possible warp, you know, we can't break the speed limit, of course. There is a speed limit in space. Speed of light. And I'm not kidding. There is. Although, you know, that could be, you know, one day they might find a way of getting around that problem. You know, we could get some kryptonite. Or that stuff they use on Star Trek. What they call it? I mean, they might get the dilithium crystals, mix that in with whatever they mix it in. They found a new element, by the way, a new kind of, you know. I do watch scientific stuff, although got to absorb it, you know. But then again, I'm not a sponge. That's not a bad joke. It's not a bad joke. All right. Okay. I thought it was funny. That's hilarious. That was funny. That was funny, Ray. You want to tell more of them? No, please don't tell any more of them. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. All right, Ghost. Or as you used, I remember you on one of my streams, you were going, stop, 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 stop. Yeah, I kind of didn't see that till it was a bit late, and then I thought, oh, wonder what stop, 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 stop mean. It might mean I got to stop, and I did eventually, but it cost took me 5 minutes to notice that. I get so engrossed in my games. I really do. I get so engrossed. I'm just fiddling with the mic because I'm not because I'm nervous. I'm just frightened to death. But you see that line there. That line means we're going to run out of fuel there. So then we're going to have to use this lot of fuel, which is in the nuclear engines. All right. That's the reason probably why it's going to be 12 minutes, because we've got to use nuclear engines afterward. And what I didn't realise is the nuclear engines don't use oxygen. No, I didn't know that. But it looks like if you have nuclear fuel, it does use oxygen. If you don't have nuclear fuel, it does use oxygen. But if you you do, hang on, if you do, you don't. I can't quite work out why. I mean, I'll have to look that up. But apparently you don't need it. Maybe the nuclear bit lights it up or whatever. I don't know. Lights the old fuse. Because they work on fuses. You just light the blue touch paper just before launch. And I'm not far from the truth, actually. Really, you don't know nothing about space. Well, I know it's big. That makes you an expert, does it? Well, no, alright, Ghost, I agree with that. Why don't you just shut up, all you lot, and just concentrate on the job? Yes, Neil. Yes, Neil, I will. God, such a hero. Right, can we speed it up a bit more? Yeah, we can speed it up a bit more, not too fast, because we'll go straight past. Yes, Neil. Oh, go on, go past. I'd love to go past. We can go somewhere else then. Don't be stupid, William. Are you calling me stupid? No, I didn't call you stupid. I just thought that was rather daft. You called me stupid, didn't you? No, I didn't. Oh, I'm not going to watch you anymore then. Alright, don't watch me then. Oh. Alright, I'm staying. You can get out and go past the sun and fling out into space, if you want. No, I'm alright. I'm cool. Just check he's cool, shall we? I'll tell you what, let's have a little look. Let's not EVA, let's have a little look. We haven't got much time left to do this. Will you please get back? Sorry. Alright, let's not mess about, eh? Please don't mess about. Right, now it's 2 hours. Now, this is the bit where I got to start guessing. Because that's like 2 hours. That's like 1 hour. So that's probably about 30 minutes. So I'm going to put it about there. Because 12 minutes, I can't really go to the next manoeuvre now. Because that'll only give us 1 minute. Which means we'll fly past. And I was watching somebody doing this. He was doing it his own inimitable way. With a lot of guesswork, I must say. But he did it perfectly. But he accidentally went past. What a dummy he is. I won't mention his name. For fear of causing a riot. So anyway, we're coming in smoothly. Look, it's not a very big planet, is it? I mean, look how big the ship is compared to the planet. It's huge. Although that's just a representation, or an icon as they call it in the biz. Right, and then I just keep cutting it in half. I think, oh, right, 6 minutes. Right, so that'll be about 5. That'll be about 5 minutes. So we want a bit more than that. So we'll kind of go about. I don't know. We said about 8 minutes, didn't we? It's getting near that already. That's true. Yeah, I think I'll do it early because I don't know when the nuclear engines. I'm gonna fire the nuclear engine, then we'll see how long it says on the burn time then, and then we might be able to wait a little bit longer to do it. So we'll do like a test thrust with what we got ish. All right, but because they're so powerful, that'll really bring us down fast. But it will mean it will affect this orbit slightly. But of course, we're not there yet. Well, we are. Actually, we are there yet. So, why am I doing it now? I don't know why I'm doing it now. It should be 6 minutes. Yeah, let's do it 6 minutes. Are you sure? I think that would be a bad idea. Really, Neil? You think that's a bad idea? If he says it's a bad idea, it's a bad idea, alright? Alright, Ghost. Don't get too excited about it. Because otherwise we're going to bring that orbit right down. And I'm a bit worried of bringing that down too much. Say that again. So, now, I tell you what we'll do is we'll do a quick save. Let's do a quick save here. In case this all blows up in my face. Neil, please make it so that it doesn't blow up in my face. Well, I can't guarantee that. Well, you could if you stake your life on it. I'm not going to stake my life on it. Don't let him stake his life on it. Alright, I won't. Right, and it should bring us down to there, and that should... What is it saying that's going to bring it down to? It's kind of odd that it's doing that, isn't it? Let me do a test thrust, just to see what happens. Alright, it's 12 minutes, okay. So it's kind of 12, so that'd be 6 minutes and 5 seconds. But if we go too far, it doesn't matter, we can still pull it in. Really? Yeah, we can still pull it in. Because I'm worried about doing it too early because, you know, bring the 35 degrees thingy in too much. Right, I think I'll do it now. Just to be honest, I think I will do it now. And then we'll keep an eye on it. I hope it doesn't get too low. It's kind of getting a bit low. Well, actually it's going up. But that's good. No, that's good. We want it to go up. Because we're pulling it in. You see, look, that's doing it right. We've got to switch now to these because we're going to dump these. Ooh. Oh, hang on. We've got to separate it here, yeah. Hang on. We've got to separate it there. Alright, and then we're going to put a bit of thrust on. Oh no, we haven't activated it yet. Oh god, this is all going wrong. It's not activating. I've got it in the wrong order. So that's kind of messed it up. Right, I'm going to turn that off. Some reason it's flicked to that. Why would it do that? That's kind of stupid, isn't it? So yeah, this is the trouble. Sometimes, you know, it should do all three, but apparently for some reason it doesn't. So it's just kind of messed it up. It could make it all go wrong, but I thought we could pull this out, can't we, Neil? You can do the final adjustment at the last minute, like what you always do. Yeah, of course I can. See, it's going fine. Right, it's actually saying 17 minutes now, which is a little bit of a worry. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cancel that. Now you might call this madness, I'd call it insanity. And do it again, because the thing is, because it's been pulled in, it could make a difference, you see. So we're going to see if we can get a better time. I think it's going to be, oh no, it's not going to be a better time. What I can do is say, bring it to say there, like a nice manageable amount. Alright, and then we do it now. Because we don't have to come into 50 odd or whatever. We can do that, tweak that later. Right, and we'll just wait for, what's that, 5.5, that's 5:30 and 6. 5:36. Anybody disagree with that? 5:36? I think it's 5:36. I thought you're supposed to be doing it now. Well, yeah, I agree. We should be doing it now, but I'm kind of worried about bringing that orbit in too much because then we come through the atmosphere. So you try and slow us down, and we'll let the, you know, get on with it. Now, hopefully the thrust is full. It should be because they're all set to full. There you go. They're all set to full. So we should be fine now, and we just got to keep an eye on our fuel. And these liquid, they're very efficient. They're very, very efficient, in fact. Extremely efficient. So efficient, is well, you wouldn't believe how efficient they are. I don't believe how efficient they are, to be honest. They really are efficient, honestly. So you can see that line gradually coming in. It's coming in quite slow. But look, we're on schedule. Don't you agree? And I can't speed this up because you can't do it while you're thrusting, which is many a sad tale. You can never do it when you're thrusting. Now hopefully we got enough, but it's a very efficient engine this. It has a very high ISP, whatever that stands for. Apparently it's the other way around, SIP, but for some reason they call it ISP. So it's something inches, I don't know. Whatever, I understand the principle that the higher the number, the better the fuel efficiency is. That's how it works. But as you can see, although we burnt a fair bit off, look, see it's going down really, really slow. Which is really nice to know. And then we got this one here, you know, we got this for landing. So we got plenty on that. I even put an extra one on. I was going to go with that, and I thought, why not stick another on? Got parachutes to slow us down. What could possibly go wrong? See, we're pretty much on schedule. It's all looking good. We've got a number 7 there. I don't know what that means. I think it probably means number 7 on this. That's probably, yeah, that just that. I don't think it detaches that. So I don't know why it I think it just throws off the bit that was, you know, that cover. So yeah, it must be like what, yeah, it must be what stage it is. That's nice to know, isn't it? That's stage 5. So as you can see, it's going down really, really slow, which is nice to know, isn't it? Nice when things go slow, because it's nice and manageable. I thought for a minute it was gone wonky, but no, it's alright. It's looking good, actually. Now, it takes a little while, so this is where I can tell jokes, crack a few jokes, and we can have a little chat to Ghost. Ghost, are you feeling good? I'm not feeling good at all, and I'm hailing well, getting out of here as soon as you land this thing. I'm getting out and I'm running. Are you, Ghost? Yes, I am. I'm keeping well away from William, and I'm keeping well away from you. You're useless. You're rubbish on Ghost57. I haven't seen you play all the way through on Horizon Zero Dawn. I wouldn't bother, Ghost. But I'll tell you what, it's great fun, my final battle at the end. I did admit to a slight bit of panicking, but I didn't do as bad as I thought. I saw it today. I saw JJ's version of doing the end, and I saw the silence bit, where everything kind of gets explained, where her mother, and all this kind of stuff. And then I saw her ending bit. And she had just before the silence bit, oh my god, she had a really messy combat affair. So if you want to, she's not immune to messy combat affairs, because it was really messy. Oh, she almost lost all her health, in fact. She ran out of all the stuff, and she had like 3/4 of a bar left on her health, and she had no spare, whilst he was also really, really low. So it was like, and she said, yeah, that was a bit messy. So I'm not the only one that does it messy. Even the professionals, like what she is, she also can do it as well. See? But I looked at mine today afterwards, and I thought, well, that ain't bad. Apart from when, the other creatures shot in and messed it up a bit. But I wasn't doing too bad, and I was using fire, which I didn't think I used at the time. But I did use the fire stuff to try and overheat it. And I did a rather fine job with the bombs, I thought. But, I mean, you'd be probably about 2,000 hours watching my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. So you probably don't want to watch that. You probably want to watch JJ's edited version. Although, why are we talking about that? We're talking about Kerbal here. It's all going smoothly so far. It's getting a bit low in the atmosphere there, but that's not too much of a problem. Or it could be a problem. Because what I could do, I could just let it go through the atmosphere a bit now, and that would actually bring that in. Although we ought to lower it a bit more first. So it's going to kind of skip the atmosphere, but, So if we click on that, so it's not going to affect the rockets. I'm not going to press something about it, although I might. And we click on that, you see? It's 47, it starts hitting an atmosphere, but it's very, very thin. So it is until about 30 something. You see any kind of real slowdown. So we're still pretty okay on that front. See, that's our predicted orbit. What's our predicted orbit? Is that 15? Does it? Oh no, it says 30 something. So we're not bad, really. 35. So that's not bad. It's predicted to be 35, is it? Actually, that's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good, really. See, we're halfway there, look, and we're 4 seconds, so we're not far out. And how's the fuel? See, the fuel's fine. We haven't even used half yet. In fact, we haven't even used 3/4 yet. That is 3/4. Is that 3/4? Is it? I hope we're not the ship that's over there. Oh yeah, I got to show you this ship too. Yeah, this is a good one. You'll like this. A little experimental thing I threw together a few days ago now. I thought it'd be nice to have a refueler ship, and yeah, it's quite something. I'll tell you. I'll show it to you in a minute. Let's see if we can wait that long. See, it's arcing in beautifully. This is the hardest part of doing these things, and some people do use the atmosphere to slow themselves down. In fact, some people put a whacking great shield on the bottom of that. Although how they fire the rockets, I don't know. But we'll see. Look, we're going through the atmosphere a little bit. All right. Now it's kind of a dangerous thing to do, go through the atmosphere, but this is helping to pull our orbit in quicker. So as long as things don't go bad, it's quite thin, and then we'll start going up at some point. At least I hope I'm going up at some point, because once we go past there, once we go past that, then we're going up again. See, it's quite a thin orb, There's a bit of resistance there, but that's actually helping our orbit. Whether it's calculated for that, I don't know. But you see, we barely use 3/4 of fuel now. It's all going smoothly, I must say. It's going smoothly. And we have the spare fuel, which is what I wanted. I may have to check this order then, mightn't I? See that one, when we land, see, then we're going to fire these radial mount drogues to slow us down. Then we're going to use these to do the real slowing. Alright? And we want to be about 5 frames per second. I mean 5 meters per second. 5 meters per second. Yes. I know, I was a slip of the tongue. Yeah, don't slip your tongue round here. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, Neil. Get him off of this ship. What, me or RayRay Awesome or William? Both. Neil, take over. He will at some point. When it comes to the landing, he'll be doing the landing. Oh, I'll just be sitting watching and just open me, you know. See that we're starting to move away now. See? You'll notice it's going up now. See? So we'd already predicted this, but we used that little bit of a slowdown to help bring this thing in a bit quicker, because otherwise it would have been even longer than the 10 minutes. Now I know this is a bit dull here. And you know, if I can cut this out, and I'll tell you what we'll do afterwards. But we'll get rid of that and show Ghost how to get rid of things. All right, because there's a nice bit of trash there that we dished off, and we can get rid of that. All right, see, it's got like a little waste canister, and we can actually look at that if we want. We can't control it, but we can have a look at it. And this thing's coming in. It's coming in nice and smoothly and beautifully. There's no problem with the G-force. Look at that. It's barely registering. It's barely above 0. In fact, that might be 0 and it's just slightly out. I'll only have a drink of water while all this is going on. Because, you know, you have a relax, go and get some biscuits, make yourself a cup of tea and come back in a few minutes. But just in time before I shut it off. Neil, have you got your finger on the button to shut it off? It's not a button. It's not a button? No. It's a throttle lever. Oh, it's a throttle lever. Okay, alright. I thought it was all done by computers. Well, it is. Well, then why are you on the throttle? Just in case. Oh, I see. That's fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, see, he's not stupid. That's why. He's not stupid like you are. Who are you talking to? Me or William? Both. Oh, alright. Ghost? What? Hail and well met. Yeah, really. Not around here, it ain't. Alright. So we're moving away, look. See, we're moving, and now we're at 70. Well, we got plenty of fuel. We can sort out the orbit later. That was the trouble, switching from one end to the other. But I thought it was a good idea using up the other bit, because you know that's going to help us have more fuel over now. So this thing is going to have fuel in orbit for us to get back, which would be great. And getting back is much simpler. And I've actually found out that. See, I've always, when I've gone back to Kerbal, keep an eye on the controls. Oh yeah, of course, we're getting close to it. Alright, I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, please. Alright, Ghost, alright. Calm down. Calm down. It's fun, isn't it? Come on, let's hurry up, slow down, come on. I want to get out and have a go. Yeah, alright, William, you'll get there. Right, I'm going to push past Ghost, and I'm going to jump up and down, and I'm going to thrust myself all over the place. Yeah, you thrust yourself about 10 miles away, will you? Alright. Yeah, fair point, Ghost. Right, we're nearly there, look. We can shut off in a minute. Oh, we can keep on, we can keep on thrusting. Yeah, we could keep on thrusting. Although we don't want to bring this down too low. Although it don't really matter, because you just whip it back up again. We can actually bring this really low if we want. Keep it, concentrate. Alright, I've got it. It's going down really slow. So I'm in full control. You may think I'm just a complete lunatic who doesn't know what he's doing, but honestly, I know what I'm doing. Really? Get off that joystick. Alright, I'll get off the joystick then. Neil, take over. Right, slow down. Right. could like tweak us in the last little bit, Neil. You alright, Neil? Don't put me off. I'm not putting you off. See, look, I'm 1.1 out now. Now, I hate being 0.1. I like to be 0.0. Don't put me off again. Oh, well, I'll try not to, Neil. Cool, he's getting a little bit aggroed, I think. He's getting a little bit excited. Right, so what I'm going to do is, because, I mean, we could actually land there. No, I don't like that because it's not very bright. What do you think, Neil? Let's land on a bright bit. Let's land on a bright bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this back out. Isn't that counterproductive, you're saying? Yes, it is counterproductive. But that's so I can pick a nice... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this out because we're going to leave this in orbit. You know. So we're going to put this up to about 50 something. Although not too high because I don't want to, I'm going to take off. I want to make sure I've got enough fuel to get there. We're going to go to, I don't know. What should we do? What should we do, Neil? 55. Alright, 55. That's the recommended by the professionals. 55, no, that's a bit too much. That's not 55. Alright, no, I know. I'm just tweaking it. Yeah, tweak it a bit quicker. There, that'll do. Right, but just tweak it to that. It won't take very long. Look, 9 seconds. Alright, 9 seconds. So we can easily just go to the next maneuver node. I know it takes a while, doesn't it? I should have just cut all that out just to show the landing bit. That would probably been the best bit. Do you want me to do that? Shall I cut it all out and then just... That's what a lot of them do, isn't it? Right, it's on the point now, so we'll go to the next maneuver, and then we'll switch to the... I hope we don't actually encounter and smash into this thing on the way, because we could, that's a possibility. Don't frighten me like that, right? I don't think I'm speaking very well like Ghost, am I? But we could click on that, set as target, and just see if we're going to hit. See if we're not going to hit. We're going to be miles apart. See? And then we can just get rid of that. I'll just double check. I was never in any doubt, of course. And look at that. We've got half fuel left. That's plenty to get back. Although we've got to bring the orbit in a little bit more. But yeah, that's not a worry. Right, 30 seconds. Let's hurry this up. I'm so confident it will hurry it up. I wouldn't hurry it up if I was you. Okay, alright, I won't hurry it up now. Right, on 4.5 seconds. Ready? There's 4.5 seconds. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And then we just stop it just before like that. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, that was Neil. Neil did it. Neil did it. That's right. Neil stepped in there and stopped it because he likes things on 0-0. Well done, Neil. Yeah, that's how it's done, mate. Yeah, I know that's how it's done. That's why I brought a professional. Thank God Ghost's come up with that idea. Isn't that alright, Ghost? Oh, I know what I'm talking about. That's why you don't. Well, fair point. I'm not going to disagree with that, although I would love to. I'm not going to. Because he's usually right. I mean, is he ever wrong? I don't know. It could be that he's never wrong. But, I can't believe that he'd be never wrong. You believe it. I'm never wrong. Is that right? Okay. Alright. If you say you're never wrong, you're never wrong. I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. Hang on. Let's get this, tweak this 50-50. You got to kind of tweak it 50-50. Alright. Oh, like that. Kind of like that. 55. 55. Look at that. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's good enough. We don't have good enough. No, we don't know. I know we don't, Neil. Now, I know you did the moon, but I mean, Duna, you might need a little bit of help from me. I don't think I need help from you. Okay. All right. Fair enough. No, let him do it, please. Let him do it. I don't think I'm doing a very good impression of Ghost. Am I, Ghost? No, nothing like me. So, yeah, if you could give me a choice of A, B, or C, whether you're, low voice, high voice, medium voice, or what kind of accent, Texan, howdy partner, that kind of thing, you could be, but I doubt it. But Cajun, I mean, yeah, when you said Cajun, oh, by the way, my daughter had a lovely birthday. She enjoyed herself. She had she started off her birthday with a lovely lie-in till 1 o'clock. Now, what better way to start a birthday than that? Lazy thing. But, why not? And then she had to wait till Mum come back. And then we opened the presents and we were on the phone having a little chat. and just to keep her company because she was on her own for a minute. And she has some good stuff. So that was nice. And then we played with my son as well, and Marshall, which is his partner, and it was great fun. Although he did kind of walk out near the end because it was a bit frustrating to experience because she got this new map on Minecraft with dragons on it, and it was a little bit glitchy. So, Oh, should I be burning now? I think I should be burning now. Yeah, I kind of messed it up by chatting there. Sorry about that, but it doesn't matter. This is only. It's not. It doesn't have to be exact. It does have to be exact. You fool! Well, I forgot. I pressed the button and you didn't do it, did you? No, I didn't. So we kind of messed that up a bit, but I'll keep an eye on that. As long as that stays on 50 something, we'll be fine. I knew he'd mess it up. Did you? Did you, Ghost? Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Oh, I knew. You always do. Every time. Well, fair point, fair point. He's alright, he's good. RayRay's the best. He's the best in the world, really is. He's the greatest. All my mates watch him. Do they? I ain't getting enough views for all your mates to watch him. Oh, yeah, I told them. Oh, well, that don't mean say they're watching. I would just let it go. It can go a little bit lower than that. Yeah, we can still tweak this to our advantage. That's what they say. That's what professionals say, anyway. There we go. Because there's plenty of time, isn't there? We just wait for one more orbit. We can just whip round there fast as you like. And we'll tweak that down again. Like that. You got to just click on that just to get the second one to come up. Like that, see? And we'll bring it back in again to 55. No problem at all. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Not a problem. And then we just whip round. No, I just won't go too fast because we're close. No! So enjoy your cups of tea now while you can. I mean, I haven't even got a snack today. 97 minutes. It's dragged on a bit. I might cut some out. Sorry. Oh, what's the goal? Mission, says Dutchy45. The goal is to land on Duna with our little spaceship with two guests of mine, which are two of my viewers. Which is Ghost57. I'll show you them. Ghost57 and William Penny. And I was going to drive the ship. Well, in fact, William was going to drive the ship. But he's only a youngster. And Ghost didn't want him to do that. So Dutchy45, thank you for watching. I don't know if you're still watching because I may not have looked for 3/4 of a century. So I hope I haven't missed you. But yeah, we kind of changed the pilot at the last minute and brought in Neil Armstrong. He's going to do a far better job than William was going to do. Nothing at all that William ain't good at driving. It's just that I don't trust him on a ship, let alone a car. And Ghost doesn't even trust him as far as he can throw him. Oh, that's not very nice. I'm just joking. Ghost didn't really mean that. You want to bet? Ghost wouldn't say that. You want to bet? It's fun. I'm just having fun with the impressions, to be honest. Although it's probably nothing like any of them. I'm sure William doesn't speak like a 2-year-old. Although some would question that. Especially Ghost. Oh, I'd question it. Now I bet you're thinking, hang on, this is not on the blue line. That's because we're warping. Alright? Now when you're warping, that drifts off. But as soon as we, this warping stops, it just goes and makes its way back there again. Because it kind of freezes time on there. Even though we're moving through at fantastic speed, although it's only 4 times, that can't rearrange itself until time slips back into normal gear. So we also do time travel as well. You're still here. Hello. All right, Dutchy45. Sorry, I'm glad I didn't miss you then. Because sometimes I do forget to look when I'm on Twitch. It's because it's kind of just below me, and looking down I find very difficult. Burn time is only 2 seconds. So we're trying to land on Duna with our 2 guests, and of course our really fantastic guest, which is Neil Armstrong. And I'm RayRay Awesome. That's what I am on YouTube. But on here I'm RayRay Awesome 9. So it's very, very close. That's as close as I could get. I couldn't get the 2 exactly the same. Right, let's concentrate now. please. 99 minutes. Look at that. That's a nice round number, isn't it? 99. Concentrate on the job ahead. Yes, Neil. Neil, I definitely will, Neil. Right, and then we're going to coast through the atmosphere using our parachutes. I wouldn't want to do that way. I would like to drive it. Yeah, I know you would, Neil, but I don't trust you. Really? Well, I do trust you. Please don't leave yet. Please don't leave yet. Please don't leave yet. Right, and then we're just going to do it now, and we're going to throw it off before we get to the end. And he likes to get it on the 0. There we go. Well done, Neil. Great job. Great job. Look at that. We're practically perfect. Look at that. Now we can pick our orbit to our heart's content. Now, where would you like to come down, Ghost? Any ideas? Would you like to come in the middle of that one, or way over there, or would you like to come in on this nice flat plane? Because a nice flat plane would be nice, although we may be coming over a very high rise as we come down. So you just tell me where you want, I'll tell you what, I'll move the arrow along and you tell me where you want to come down. Come on. Come on. Where's it flattest? Well, it's not really any flat bits on it, to be honest. You kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you at all. What about there then? Alright, well, right, you want to go there. Alright. If you want to go there, we got to go the opposite of that. You're kidding me. No, I'm not kidding. No, you go the opposite of that because you want to bring it down to that. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of select a nice height. So that we want to see, some people come in, like this. They kind of thrust their way straight in like that, Or some of them go from like here and just pull in. But I don't agree with doing it that way. In fact, first of all, I'm going to cancel that. Because the first thing we want to do is we want to detach. Although I could use these engines to do the deorbit burn, couldn't I? And then this one can thrust back up again to the 50. Alright? So that we don't use any of this fuel. Now, wouldn't that be isn't that a fantastic idea? What a great idea that was. Now you've forgotten where it's going. Right, yeah, you said about here, didn't you, Ghost? Yeah, just there. Right, so what we've got to do is, first of all, we've got to go a little bit to the right of that because it will rotate. And then we've got to go opposite that, which is round about there. So it's really precise. Kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Right, and then we're going to come down quite low like that. Alright? Round about there. But we've got to make sure we don't clip something on the way in. Alright? Because, that's highly possible. So we're going to come in down. I'm not really sure about this. What do you think, Neil? I would say about there will do. That'll do? That'll do, will it? That'll do, yeah. Or should we come a bit lower? No, I'm going low. Well, we could go a bit lower. Hang on, just make sure we're not clipping any mountains here. Think we're clipping any mountains? I can't see a mountain being clipped. So, I'll tell you what, we'll pull it down a bit more. No, don't go any more. I'm getting off in a minute, I'm getting off. Right, I'm really sure we're not going to, clip that on the way in. Well, it looks like we're going to be alright. It's not quite where you said, is it, Ghost? So, what we do, we just slide it along a bit, like that. Alright? See, so you want to come down, you said, round about there. Right? We'll put it over there, and then it kind of move to about there. Right, and then we'll pick our final landing point when we feel like it. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to go a bit lower, but that might be, going on the side of insanity. But I'm kind of quite keen on that. I think we'll go to 15. You're an idiot. No, I'm not an idiot. It's very thin atmosphere, so it's not going to slow down that quick. So I would say go there, right? We're going to do a thrust with these engines, so that we save the ones on the ship. Alright? It might be a good idea to put some solar panels out there, come think of it. What was it? Number 3, wasn't it? On the old dial. Oh, that's not the old dial. Number 3, I think. No, number 6, wasn't it? That should do these, because these are going to be in orbit. Although, no, that's right. Yeah, we want some electricity going through this buzzy, and also we want to put this one up. That'll be a good idea. It's the wrong bit. Alright, and we're going to extend the antennae, just so we've got a nice contact with the outside world. Hopefully. And if we look, I wonder if we got a... No, alright. I just wonder if we got any communication kind of device that... No, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we're just pulling it round, although we kind of forgot to put the SAS on So that's kind of messed it. And I forgot to put it on there. Don't worry, we've got 26 minutes, don't worry. And I will try and do some more experimental craft. And I will show you my kind of semi-experimental craft. I did kind of a refueler and a thing for scanning the surface so that we can find out where the ore is. But it's kind of a bit too low for me to do it. So I'm in the process of setting that up. Great fun, isn't it, really? And I'll tell you what, the other day I have set up an encounter with Dres, which I've never been to before on any of my games, even on PC. I've never been to Dres. I found it impossible. I've tried several times to build the biggest ship with the biggest amount of boosters in my life, and I've never been able to do it. I don't know why. I must be just bad luck. I just can't seem to design the ship to do that. Let's let that go around while we're talking about it. Alexa, room light 60%. It's getting rather gloomy in here. It's kind of a bit matches the atmosphere of all the astronauts, really. It's all a bit gloomy, isn't it? I've got absolute faith, but because we can quick save at any time on, before we go down and crashed into some cliff, we can always quick save it before to make sure that we don't crash into that cliff, and we can do it a second time. But I would like to do it on the first go. It would be nice to do it. It takes a while to get round there, by the way. So I'll cut this out. Don't worry, I'll cut this out. So it's a trip to Duna with Ghost, and let's have a chat to him actually. How are you getting on? Because we've got 26 minutes or whatever. How you doing, Neil? In fact, let's have a look at Neil. Let's have a look at Neil from the inside, and we'll zoom back a bit. Where are our other astronauts? Yeah, it's all kind of reversed when you're in here, so it's a bit... Now, I'm not sure who's who. See, that should be William. Yeah, I got it's kind of weird, these controls. And that should be Ghost. There you are, Ghost. Yeah, he's probably looking how he feels at the moment, which is pretty well not confident. Isn't that right, Ghost? I'm not confident at all in any of the people on this ship, apart from Neil. Yeah, well, Neil's good one. He's a good one. I picked a good one, don't worry. He better be. He's getting a bit excited now. So I almost thought for a minute there that Ghost got excited. Whoa, look at William. He's loving it. He's absolutely... I'm enjoying myself. Look at it. It's great. I got a blue suit. We're heading to a planet, and I'm going to run around and be a complete idiot. Yeah, well, that's about right. And we got Neil in the middle. I thought Ghost was going to be in the middle, but he probably didn't want to sit next to William. No, I don't want to sit next to William. Not in a million years, mate. All right, okay. Let's get out of that. Because it's kind of getting close to encounter time. So this could be a close encounter of the third kind. First encounter is with Ghost, the second encounter was with William, and the third encounter is when I smashed into the planet. Although I'm only joking, don't take that seriously. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. On a bit. Full of confidence, aren't you, Ghost? No, I'm never full of confidence, especially when you're streaming. Well, I might prove you wrong this time. Although I don't think Ghost has ever done like that, although he might have done. I mean, who am I to know what he does in his spare time? Right, it's 15 seconds, so what's that for 15? Anybody? 7.5. Who said that? Oh, Neil. 7.5. Precisely. Okay, 7.5 precisely. I mean, I don't know if Ghost knew that. Did you know that, Ghost? Of course I knew. Oh, I am an idiot. No, of course you're not an idiot. Yeah, William knew that, didn't you, William? I ain't got a clue. 10? No. Yeah. Right, let's concentrate now. 7.5. Well, I've done that a bit too late there. Neil! Pull us out of this. It's alright. I'm in full control. We'll have 30 seconds of fuel left, don't worry. Oh, great. That's very encouraging. I'll tweet that down to 0 now. I am. There you go. Look at that. See? When Neil takes over, everything goes beautifully. Look at that. 15. Exactly what we wanted. Right, all we've got to do now is wait till we get there. How long is it going to be till before we get there? Anybody I know? Now, one way of doing it is, some people, I mean, if you're on the moon, you could just pick a point here, like say, you could sort of pick a point like that and go, I want to land there, and you could pick that point there, and you could pull this orbit all the way in. All right, you could just go, right, I'm going to pick this orbit all the way in, all right? And then we could just pick it in like that and bring it nearly all the way down like that. All right? That would almost cancel out all your thrust, and then you could just sort of float down. But we're going to use the atmosphere here. Yeah, I know that's probably a bad move, but we're going to use the atmosphere to slow us down so that we don't have to use so much of our engine power, because then we got tons for going back uppers. We'll have probably enough to go back to Duna, Duna? Kerbal with that. Alright, see, so it's not a problem. So all we've got to do now is we put it on that, right? Now, have we separated our craft yet? Please let us separate our craft yet. How do we get out of this? Oh, like that. Oh, we haven't separated our craft yet. So before we get through the atmosphere, we better separate our craft. So what we do is we're going to point in a radial out position. Like that. Why are you doing that? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing it, Neil. But, I don't want to point the same way, do we? Really? And then what we're going to do, we're going to change that. We're not going to do that. It's going to mess it up, but yeah, don't worry about it. It's all beautifully concerned. Right, and then what we're going to do, control is going to be from here. We're running out of time. I know we're running out of time, Neil, but I'm in full control. I'm in full control. Well, yeah, all right, you're in full control, but I'm kind of making the decisions. No, you're not. I'm driving. You're driving. I'm making the decision. I preferred it the other way. Well, all right, that's a fair point. Fair point. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. Stop, stop, stop. Right, and then we're going to decouple the node like that. All right? Okay, and then we're going to turn on our thrusters like that. And then we're going to thrust away a little bit. Now, although we should have gone into that mode first. Sorry, Neil. Idiot. Right, and then we're going to just pull away a little bit. All right, now, slightly affect the orbit, but barely a snigger will that move an orbit. Right, we'll move away slightly, and then we're going to go into, although we won't wait till we get a little bit further away before we turn, because we might slam into it at high speed, although that's never going to happen. Not on my watch. Right, and then we're going to, well, no, we're not. We're actually going to switch to the other one. What are you doing? I don't know. But then what we're going to do, we're going to face forward, prograde. Forward, prograde. Forward, prograde or nothing. All right, prograde, Neil. Prograde. Let's go prograde. And then what we're going to do, raise that up, because we won't clatter into that one now that we're separated, all right? Because, we had a good relationship, but, we kind of want to separate now. And then we're going to throw that one back out. So we're going to bang this baby back out to what it was. What was it before? Any idea? Now, we could have done that a little bit earlier, of course. In fact, it probably wouldn't have been better. But we got plenty of fuel, so it's not a real problem. As long as we go above about 37, we'll be fine. Probably about here. There we are, about there, do. See, that'll make sure it doesn't slam into the planet at high speed. Alright, and then we're going to tell it to go all the way around there and do a thingy. Alright, now the other one, while all that is happening, we'll sort that out later, because he's going to go through the atmosphere, although we better sort that out now. See, we could let it go a bit higher, but that's going to miss the atmosphere anyway, so we don't have to worry about that craft. Really. Right, and then we're going to switch back to this one, because this one now is going to go retrograde, ready to prepare for landing. Alright, are you ready? Ghost, you ready? I'm getting off. Get me off. Can I go in the other one? I want to stay in orbit. No, Ghost, you can't. We've separated now. Well, I'm getting out then. Can I get out? Can I EVA? I'm going to get out of here. I'm going over the other one. Yeah, but he's too far away now. Is he? Where is he? You'll never catch him up. Oh, you idiot. I'm not an idiot, Ghost. Oh, you are. You are an idiot. You've always been an idiot. All right, what about you, William? Do you want to get out? Oh, no, I don't want to get out. I love it. Right, here we go. You'll now see, there's no chance of us smashing into that one. And I'll prove it to you, because... yeah, it's called a probe. Right, I'll prove it to you, right? If I press on that... I said if I press... no, hang on. Got to try and press on it somehow. No, not that one. I'm trying to get on the other bit. Probe bit. If I sit on that and press it as a target... see, look, there's no way we're going to hit. We're going to be miles apart, look. So we're not in any danger of being hit by anything. All right. So what we can do now, we can easily fast our way round here. Fast our way round here. Is that any kind of language? We can warp here, and we can watch ourselves be burnt up through the atmosphere. Although it is kind of telling us that, you know, yellow means, you know, if you warp, we could be in problems. Now, I think now might be a good time to save. In fact, let's stop warping first, because I don't think you can save when you're warping. And then what we're going to do is save the game here. Now, some people would say that might be a bad idea, but I could easily raise the orbit again and get us out of this sticky situation pretty fast. But now we're going to start speeding things up, and it does give us a little warning, but which I totally ignore. You shouldn't ignore warnings. Please, I want to go. I'll risk running out of fuel to get the other ship. Please let me off this damn truck. It's not a truck, it's a spaceship. It's a truck. It's a truck heading to doom. Oh, Ghost, don't be so negative. I like being negative. Oh, go on, Ghost, it'll be fun. Lighten up a bit, mate, lighten up. I'll lighten up when I throw you out the window. He's quite angry, isn't he? Call him Mr. Angry. It's not going very fast, is it, considering we're going fast? I mean, let's go into the red zone. Let's really push the boundaries. It's alright, it's not a problem. Kraken won't eat us just yet. Any sign of it getting anywhere near it yet? I mean, tell you what, it's coming near that crater, which is a little bit of a worry. But, you know, I wouldn't take that too seriously, because it'd probably be over here. I mean, it could be... I mean, inside a crater would be nice. Have we got any problems with being inside a crater? Oh, great, great. It means we can't get out because, you know, it's a bit of a steep climb. But be a good one. It's kind of dragging this, isn't it? I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out for YouTube. Really? Although how I can cut it out precisely, I'll never know. A pair of scissors is probably the best way. Think we ought to lower our epidermis yet? And you see what we could do while we're coming down. I'll do something really silly. I'm going to point. Let's see. Let's point up. Should we point up or should we point down? I'm going to point that way, and I'm going to get rid of that decoupler. All right. See, there's the decoupler here. We don't want a decoupler, so I'm going to press the button and hope this don't go wrong. So if I press that, if I press that, oh, it's not working. Oh, that's not good. So we're going to press that and decouple it. Alright, now fly off, it's not horrible to hit us, and this thing will be beautifully poised, ready for battle. And we're going to turn this on just to make sure we got it on. See, I'm taking all possible precautions, Ghost, it's not a worry. And this should start to come down soon. In fact, it's already starting to come down soon. In fact, we could well land well short of that, but that's because the atmosphere is taking effect now, and I didn't anticipate that. Although I should have known it. But it's not Earth, you know, it's not like Earth, you know, it burns really fiercely, you know, it's just a little trickle. Just a little tickle. We're not going to put any, are we out of electricity or anything? It looks like they're all pretty much full. I mean, electricity's go down a shade, which is a bit worrying, but we'll be in the sunshine soon. Look, in fact, it's rising over the cliff right now, which we're getting very close to. Although not, it's way over there. So the sun's coming out. See, we even got a nice sun coming out just to greet us. Isn't that nice? We've got plenty of parachutes. So I think this would be a first time effort. What do you think? Anybody agree with that? No? Alright. Fair enough. Can we go faster? Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Oh, don't go into the red zone. Yeah, go into that zone. Right, and then we'll tap the button so that we speed this up. That's right, so see how this comes in. Beautifully landing. Beautifully. It's very thin atmosphere, so, you know, good luck with that. Good luck with your 7 minutes of terror with your SN, whatever it is, your Starship, Elon. You know, you can't even land it on Earth, let alone land it on Mars. And nothing, not that I'm criticising. It's only SN 8, isn't it? I mean, you've got 9, 10, 11, 12... Probably 50 by the time we get to Duna, isn't it? Or Mars. Slow, isn't it? Oh, how come it changed? Oh, look, we're going sideways. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put it back to retrograde. please put it back in retrograde fast. It is going fast. Look at that. Look at that. Because of small craft now, we can easily control it. Right, and look, even it'd be parachute time soon. See, look, it's saying risky. So as soon as that goes grey, like that kind of colour, it'd be fine. And when this one's grey, we can whip that one out. This will slow this down enormously. Well, oh, we're not. It doesn't look as though we're going to land anywhere near the crater or the flat bit. It's got a nice bumpy bit, which is a bit good for a thrill. Just got to hope we don't tip over. That's all. I wish I'd done it wider now. You see, we're not. You see, we're down at 18, and we're still really. Oh, we're starting to burn up now. We're starting to burn up now. This is really start whipping it down. In fact, we could land on the dark side. You know, you don't want to be on the dark side, do you? It's not Star Wars here. Is anybody still watching? I mean, I gave up weeks ago. I'm watching. Are you, Neil? Yeah, Neil's watching. It's because he wants to watch himself land. Isn't that right, Neil? Yes. I'm an expert. Yeah, if you can land this without smashing, I'll be very grateful. We don't smash. Ever. That's what I like, a man with confidence. He knows what he's doing a little bit more from the idiot is pressing buttons. What was that, Ghost? Nothing. Just say there's a lot of bad weather coming. Oh, there's a lot of bad weather coming. Is that all right? He said you're an idiot. So, well, yeah. I want to punch you in the face. God, not that again. I've had enough being punched in the face. I'm only joking, by the way. Don't take all this seriously. Nobody ever gets punched by anybody. At least I hope not. Not on my watch, anyway. Oh, it's coming down. Yeah, it's a nice flat bit there, isn't it? I mean, it looks flattish. I mean, all right. We can't see every individual little crater, but very high texture, by the way. If you notice that on PC, it's much higher than this. Well, it's not higher. I mean, otherwise it'd be hitting us. But you know, it's a much higher density. The textures are coming in now, though. And this is on a Series X. Yeah, let's see. Look. The atmosphere, look, is slowing right down. Look, they're both safe. They're both safe. But I'm kind of thinking, let's not do it just yet. In fact, let's do the land as opposed to water, because we're not landing on water. So let's. For some reason, I've got an awful feeling. Hang on, I'm going to pause it a second because I've got an awful feeling. The controller's not working because I'm pressing the button to do these and nothing's happening. Oh dear, that is a bad sign. Now that is a bad sign because it means we've got to do them separately. Damn. Oh my goodness, this is not what I wanted. Holy goodness. This is not happening. Please tell me this is not happening. This is something that happens sometimes. This does not work. Oh my goodness. Well, they're starting to open, that's something. But yeah, these parachutes are not opening. Now I didn't expect a bug. Not in my time of life. So we might have to, actually, we might have to do the lander as well. We might have to do the gear. It might be a solid idea. Oh god, hang on. Oh, it's alright, it's coming down nice 38. Well, that kind of messed up, didn't it? And also, it should be the surface. No, it should be the surface. That's it. Can't I get a feeling I may have done it too late? Now you all thought we were in problem there, didn't you? Well, I must admit I was sweating like a bucket there. But we actually did that in one go. Aren't you impressed? You're not impressed? I'm impressed. I mean, I thought I was impressive. But I mean, you know, I'm suicidal. They are. Yeah, sometimes that's a known bug. Sometimes you press the controller button and nothing happens. Now it could well be that one of the, this was showing green up here, and I didn't really notice, so I panicked and started opening them singularly, and it was enough to slow us down. I was fairly confident we'd slow down, and I'm pretty sure. And we don't use the spirit of electricity. We only use the spirit of this. So you all were worried then, weren't you? I was not worried. Well, I was slightly worried, but not too much to that extent. So we're going to extend the antennae. See, I did it in one go. Even when disaster loomed, I pulled it out from the brink. Now that is pretty amazing. No, I pulled it out from the brink. Did you, Neil? Oh, you did that, did you? Yeah, I did that. Because I'm very cool calculating. I could see we were in a problem. So I instantly took control and pushed you out of the way. Yeah, that's the best way to deal with him. Push him out of the way. Never let him near a controller. He's useless. Yeah, thank guys. It's alright. Anytime. Right, can I get out now? Yeah, go on then, get out. Christ, that's what we've come here for. How do you fly in this thing? We don't fly, you climb down the ladder. I don't want to fly, I don't want to climb down the ladder, I want to use my thruster thing. Well, you got to kind of... do what you want. Use the thruster thing, but you got to let go before you do it. But you might fall. I did it! Ha ha! I am a king! Why am I going backward? Oh, that's it. Ha ha ha! Whee! Can I jump high? Woo! Oh, this is fantastic! I want a close up. Can I take my helmet off? Don't take your helmet off. Why? Because you'll die. That's why. I could die if I want. Yeah, but I wouldn't advise it. Alright, I won't take it off then. I'll have a jump. Whee! How high can I jump? I've never done this far ever. I take it this is William. Yeah, it is William. Right, why don't we go back to the ship? Ghost, do you want to get out? Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm getting out. Right, let me out. Let me out. I don't want to go anywhere near that guy. I'm going down the ladder. I'm not stupid. I'm not an idiot. I'm going down the ladder. Get me out of here. Where's the base? What was that, Ghost? Where's the base? I want a base and I need a cup of coffee fast. You want a cup of coffee fast? Well, the base is it's about so many million miles away, to be honest. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. No, I thought you said there was a base here. No, there isn't a base here. How come you got blue on when you had orange on in there? Well, I don't know. You did it. You see that? There's William. I'm going the opposite way. Well, that's a fair point. So I hope you enjoyed that today, ladies and gentlemen. I know that took 1 hour 27 minutes, but and there was a slight problem at the end, but Neil sorted it out because he's the coolest guy in the universe, and he's not going to get out. And he's thinking about taking off though, and leaving you all behind. Don't leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Although leave me behind. Leave me behind. How long will my oxygen last? Well, it probably lasts you about 6 hours, 10 hours. So I wouldn't advise it, Ghost. You have to come back. Please let me go back. I want to go back to my beautiful place in America called, I don't know where it is, near the Gulf area. I can't remember. Right, should we track the ladder? I'm coming back first. Right, which one is Ghost? Right, let me in. I'm coming back first. And then next time we'll show the return of the giant. I don't like that on the screen there. Right, you just got to jump, Ghost. Well, you couldn't design a ladder to go to the bottom. Well, no, that was a bit difficult. All right, I'm jumping then. It's not working. All right, you got to put your thrusters on. All right, and then you got to thrust forward. Oh God, don't tell me. Just thrust forward. That's it, and then grab. See? Yeah, I knew I could do it. I'm brilliant. I'm amazing. Well, I'm not amazing, but I'm better than that. RayRay awesome. He's a complete clown. Yeah, all right, no need to go that far. I can if I want. Right, we'll leave William. We'll leave William there on the planet, and we can do that, by the way. It is possible in Kerbal to leave him on the planet, and he'd be quite happy. It'd probably last him a century. That small oxygen tank on his back, and we can take off now, can't we? Should we take off? Let's raise the ladder. We'll leave him behind, shall we? Don't leave him behind. What? I don't care. I love it here. Right. So, I hope you all enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that, William? I loved it. It was greatest fun in the world. Look at the smile on her face. Ray, also, you're brilliant. People ought to watch you more because you're fantastic. All right, it's right. I didn't have to say that. It's great. Oh, me watchers are watching him. Oh, me watchers are watching him. When are you going to watch my video? I will watch them. I will watch them. Yeah, I have watched some, but they're always 30 seconds long, so it's barely worth. I mean, they're great videos. They're great videos. Right. Okay, we'll leave it there, and the next time we'll do the return back to Kerbal. And I can assure you there'll be no problem about returning. That'd be easier than getting here. And if I can get here, having a last minute panic with all the things I'm doing, it won't be a problem. Although maybe we ought to do this. Why don't we open these solar panels and get a little bit of electricity going? There we go. See, now we're fine. Now the electricity, in fact, the electricity is already fine. That's because I always put. Oh yeah, I put them up there. I don't know why I put them up there. I mean, it could be down there really, but I like putting them up there because then they're at an angle. See, what do you think? That's good planning, that is, isn't it? I wonder if now we're in sandbox, so we don't get the communication thing. See, normally you get a communication thing here telling you whether you communicated or not, but because we're on sandbox, oh look. Now you see that little icon there? You see, that's one of a little William Penny. So if you go up there and we get rid of the ship, although it doesn't get rid of it. I don't know why it didn't get rid of it, even though it ought to get rid of it, shouldn't it? Right, now we're going to do what we've never done before. We're going to leave for a moment. Now you may think it's stupid, but I'm going to show Ghost how we get rid of things. So we go to the tracking station. I'll tell you what, let's save it while we're here. Let's save it. Let's save it here. Let's not make any mistakes. Let's make sure we save it there, right? Let's do that first. And then we're going to go to tracking station, and then we're going to get rid of junk. This is how we get rid of junk, Ghost. It's quite easy, because you were saying there's thousands of stuff belting around in my game. There isn't. You know how tidy I am and how organised I am. I always get rid of it all. I'm really good. So I'm leaving that one, because that's the lunar lander, the little debris. There we are. There's the debris. All you do is press B to terminate like that. Now, I always check, just to make sure there's not an astronaut on that bit of debris, and there isn't. Alright, and then we say, terminate it? Yes. And then it's gone. Just like that. It's just gone. It's not gone, it's gone. Alright, and there might be another one. Nope, that's just it. That's it. I thought there was another one. I thought it was like a decoupler or something. Where is that? Hang on, let's go to the one that's in space. Oh, I'll tell you what, before I go, I've got to show you this. I've got to show you my refueler. Oh, wrong one. Let me show you my refueler. Lovely little ship I put out there. See, there's us on there, and there's our ship going round there like that. Alright. That's our the refueler. Where's the other bit? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is there. Alright, so that's going around it, whatever it is. Now this one, right, let's go to this one. Alright, in fact, let's do that. Let's go to this one, because I want to show you my little refueler that I got. I put this in to go around orbit. It's not a space station, but it's kind of a semi-space station. It's kind of a spur. A spurster. Alright, although it's a bit dark. But look, I've got this thing here. So this was going to be a kind of... This is a kind of refueling ship. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Let's spin this round a bit, so we get to daylight. It's right, this won't affect anything. I mean, it might, but... yeah, we can't go faster, because we're quite low in the atmosphere. Let's get to the sunshine. It's always nice when the sun is shining, isn't it? And the sun is shining on us now, because I did a beautiful job there. Well, Neil did a beautiful job. He pulled us out from the sea of disaster, created by RayRay Olsen. Say that again. What's that, Ghost? Nothing. Nothing. Say that again. Right, we have a lovely little ship here. Let's point towards retrograde, because retrograde is quite close, so it saves us going too far. I'm always being efficient like that. Right, we got a little refueler here, right? So it's got a few tanks here. It's empty. That's because we've already used it. And what we did is we went down to the planet with that. I brought it here. I went down to the planet, and then when I went down there, I refueled it a bit, because I've got these two little things. So this is why it's called a refueler. I've got these two little things, and we deployed the drill like that. Alright, and then that gets the ore, puts it into these little tanks here, and then we turn this thing on, and then that starts making liquid fuel and what's the other thing? Petroleum, or I don't know. And then we got these things here to cool it down. So and these are only small. Oh, they're quite big. And they come out and they just keep it cool because this gets quite hot, as with the drill. So that keeps it nice and cool. And then we have this thing, which is a scanner. And if you try and deploy this, which is probably a stupid idea, especially from this height, if you try and we go to here, we can perform an orbital survey, but the trouble is we're not far enough away. We've got to be at least, I don't know, 32 kilometers. See, what kilometers? What does it mean by that? We've got to be between, what does it say? You must be in a, oh, you've got to be in a polar orbit. So we could shift it, because it's got a lot of fuel on it. Well, it's got a bit of fuel. And this is a nuclear engine. So actually the fuel is not being used, but that's spare for any of these, for any of these guys. Alright, so we could put ourselves into a polar orbit. We could take an orbital scan of the planet, and then we can show, and it will show up on the planet. It would do like a little overlay over the planet, so we can see where the ore is. Maybe I'll do that sometime, and I'll show you, alright? But for now, that will do. Okay, we'll go back to where we were with whoever's down here. We'll switch to them, like that. Like a Nintendo Switch. It's kind of dragging now, isn't it? But I think that was worth seeing. That was pretty remarkable. And next time I'll show you my ship to Dres that I haven't landed on Dres yet, but I've actually got myself into an orbit around Dres, which I've never been before. And I'll show you how I did something miraculous, which is I took a complete guess on a ship. Now, Ghost might have anticipated that. Where's William gone? Still outside. Is he? Yeah, best place for him. Away from me. Yeah, he's still outside. We'll leave him outside, shall we? And we'll call it quits there. But yeah, I will show you that Dres. I'll show you the Dres landing, because I've never been there. I'm in an orbit, quite low, and in a nice circular orbit, and we're going to descend down from Dres, and we're going to get a ton of science, because this is in my science career mode. So whereas in Sandbox we don't get any of that stuff. So if he took a sample now, if we took a crew report now, it wouldn't give us anything, because we're in Sandbox, and when you're in Sandbox they don't give you nothing. They're a tight bunch, they really are. So they don't give you nothing. But on my science mission that I'm doing, this will be the first time I've been to Dres, and so now I can unlock more stuff which I've never been able to get before. And I'll show you how I did it. It was absolutely remarkable. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. We'll switch to William. Although why would we want to switch to William, I'll never know in a month of Tuesdays. And I'm going to aim the camera at that so that we get a little bit of a view of the ship. Oh crikey, that's a little bit too much of the ship there, isn't it? I'm going to pull back a bit so we can get like a... Well, you kind of saw through the ground there, but don't ignore that. There we are. Although why we want to see William standing there like a complete idiot. Hello. Alright, William. You're looking good. You like the haircut, William? You've lost a bit of hair, William. That's this journey. There we are. We'll do a little photo. We'll take a little snapshot of that actually. Just by pressing one button on the Series X. Look at that. Only got to press one button now instead of what's it, 2 or 3? There you are. We took a screenshot. It says we can't upload it because I'm completely full. But I'll worry about that later. And I'll see you all next time. And thank you all for watching. And while we're here, just as a side note, just as an ending, let's put the lights on. That was kind of cool, wasn't it? There you go. Let's put the lights on. In fact, I could put the lights on here, but I didn't bother to do that because it's night. Night time, is it? But that's just in case it was night time. So I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and guess what, everybody? I'll see you later. And thank you, Dutchy45, for popping in. And thank you for Ghost57 if you're watching, and to anybody else, William, if you're watching, great, because about time you did. It's been a while. Just joking. And anybody else, and I'll see you all next time, and I hope you enjoyed that. I know it dragged on, but I'll try and cut a bit out, alright? I'll cut a smidgen out, if I can, if that's possible, and get up on YouTube by 7 o'clock. No, it's probably impossible. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Bye for Bye for now, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Hope it didn't drag too much. It did drag a bit. Just drag a bit. What was that go? Nothing. Dragged on about a century. Bye, William. Bye. I'll see you next Tuesday. God, he's having a whale of a time there. What a brat he is. What a complete brat. What's that? Nothing. You're not a complete brat. You're a complete idiot. Yeah, he tells it like it is. See you all next time. See you later, everybody. See, I gotta keep up my tradition of dragging it out when I say goodbye. Bye for now, and I'll see you next time. Get off.